Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Beating and Crafting with Tiffany. I am Tiffany. Hope everybody's having an awesome night. I'm back again. Tonight we're gonna do some more spinning. Um, my colors tonight are pinks, purples. There's a tiny bit of sage green in there. Got my stretch magic. Gonna put that in front. Okay, sorry. Trying to figure this out.
I don't get how these artists, you see it beginning of it, in the beginning of the community style, and then it just slowly transitions to the other side.
So I looked through my analytics today, and hi, Canada. Apparently, my main watchers are men from Canada. I will take it.
It's just sad, honestly.
That's awesome.
Sometimes I just can't say these things out there look great, man. But you see
So all of you subscribers out there, and anybody, please, if you're just watching, please subscribe. That will help me out. I'm trying to make this part of my new thing, and it'd be awesome if I could get to 1,000 subscribers. So if there's 1,000 men out there from Canada watching, please, by all means, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button,
let's continue to build momentum. Thank you guys.
I'm trying to remember how I had this last night, so that way it could be seen. Okay, it's gonna be a little weird.
Deliver smiles, earn extra. Download the Amazon Flex app. Aveeno Daily Moisturizing Lotion has been my go-to. With the power mode, it keeps your skin moisturized, instantly strengthening my skincare. You can apply to your arms,
I'm getting these
legs, and chest for 48-hour hydration, keeping my skin hydrated from day to night. Shop now.
You're a little bit more tip, right? Remember that?
Do you know how much each member of the Seminole tribe gets every single month?
And you said that you know more than you should about Bigfoot.
You know why the rappers and the actors can't help their own people even though they got all that money? Because they can't.
I think it's awesome that we have people from Canada watching. I watch a lot of YouTube
Let's get into it.
people from Canada as well. Thought I had everything all ready to go tonight. Nope. Gonna find my measuring tape. I think it's actually. Oops. It's under this. Got it. Ah, got it.
I got myself involved in something that I didn't know I was getting myself into, and taking it soul to soul, and you want it out.
They sold your soul.
Give me a
Every
second.
different thing. Like sold your soul to the industry, sold your soul to the devil, sold your soul to...
This is 3PO in here.
Most people take this conspiracy.
I'm gonna keep trying to start making videos again. I was sick for about a week and a half. And then like I did go back to work after a week, but sorry about that. I was not okay to videotape. I was just down in the dumps and I was feeling like crap, literally. My stomach was not okay.
So, are you still not convinced
Okay.
that Baldwin is an act of resistance?
We just received our 8th Bigfoot sighting from the Northeast Ohio area in 5 days, and the movement is exactly as some theorized. I talked to the witness tonight on the phone, and she let me know that her sighting took place March 10th, 2026 at 10:30 a.m. The region of the sighting was in the Lake Milton area. A resident was looking out her home window when she saw something massive moving towards her pond. Her exact words were, "It didn't seem like no deer." From about 200 feet away, she watched the
This is
creature
poster board.
move for about 30 seconds.
And then I
This time it was more of a dark
kept it in the
brown
plastic.
rust color. She described it as being 6 to 7 feet tall, with big, fat, round, muscular arms. It was leaning forward as it ran and moving with incredible speed, the said. It ducked under the heavy underbrush and vanished into the woods. She's lived there
Okay,
long
so
enough, she knows what a bear is like. And this was no
I'm gonna
bear.
put it around my wrist
It's
to
important
see
to
how
remember
long.
on the 10th,
If I need to take
earlier
some of
in
the
the
beads
day,
off.
the sighting in Newton Township,
I might have made it
now
too long.
moving south into the Lake Milton area. Residents of the area keep aware
It's a little.
your
I gotta
backyards
just drop a
and
tiny
watch
bit.
for security footage. 8 sightings in 120 hours. This is the most active area in the country, and Lake and Fall to see what happens next.
Alright. I think I've taken up enough. And I'm gonna tie it 4 times.
The very first major community in North America.
Zaggy wants to play with my
It's in
string.
northern Louisiana. People think I'm crazy when I say this, but there is a pyramid in northern Louisiana, a big one, at a site called Poverty Point, that is 3,500 years old, so it's the same age as the pyramids in Egypt, biggest of the Mississippian
Okay.
cities. It's called Cahokia, and it was huge. It had a population of 20,000 people and pyramids all over the place, a huge palisade wall
Okay.
around it, a thriving metropolis. And we
Where's
in
the one
America
then?
have kind of a collective amnesia. Like we never heard about these massive civilizations. Cahokia was the big first city, but then it spread from the Mississippi all the way to the Atlantic. There were hundreds and hundreds of these big cities that had, 5 to 10,000 people each.
Were they their own thing, or was there some kind of thread connecting all of them?
They had a unified religion and culture. They were, again, not an empire, so there were warring city-states. There were kind of territories that were owned by big kings, and then the cities around them were kind of a subsidiary to lords and kings. It's so weird that we don't know this, because it was
Last night I had it set
documented to
perfectly. I'm sorry.
This should really piss you off.
Yeah. Really? Comment vous écrivez? Bien, mesdames et messieurs. Le résultat de ce second tour a démenti tous les sondages et déjoué tous les pronostics. Ce soir, j'ai gagné et nous avons gagné.
Okay.
Okay, if that doesn't piss you off, I don't know what will. They shut the whole world down, the whole country. Let's just speak for America, the whole country down. If you didn't wear a mask, you weren't allowed to go in the store. If you didn't wear a mask, you weren't allowed to go to work. And here these people are that are telling us these rules, not following the rules, just following those rules when the cameras are on. That should cause an uprising right there.
I've been around for a while, but I just found this out that's like 100% confirmed to be true. Did you know that NASA has one of the largest film sets in the world on its property? That they claim, like, I don't even know if they claim
but they got a massive film studio at the NASA Center. Now, this is the same NASA which allegedly sent a bunch of guys to the moon, all of which get violent and angry when asked to swear on a Bible that they go to the moon, which is a very odd reaction. I mean, this is about all these guys. We swear on the Bible. Don't get out of your bed. It's going to do a big kerfuffle. Now, we have videos and images of the sun now with people with powerful cameras. We got the CGI images of the sun given by NASA, which, by the way, you can Google. Does NASA use CGI? I'll show you the result. Yes, NASA uses CGI, but primarily to illustrate concepts and events that cannot be
Meow.
and for public outreach. So how are they going to use CGI to describe or illustrate rather a concept to the dream? But how do they know what the concept is or looks like that they're trying to CGI in the first place if they cannot film or take a picture of it? Now, to be clear, it says here, it is not used to fake actual photos or videos, of course, but it's presenting photos and videos that are computer-generated images. Illustrating inaccessible events, NASA uses CGI to visualize mission timelines, spacecraft deployments, or events that are impossible to record with a camera, such as the landing of a rover on Mars. They're getting millions of dollars, millions and millions of dollars per day to do space stuff. Are you comfortable with them wasting money to CGI the landing of a rover on Mars? As if that's like important to the findings of what is allegedly going to be found on Earth? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below.
So apparently Jay-Z is out and about doing interviews in preparation for a major concert that he's going to be hosting at Yankee Stadium that has millions of people waiting in line just for the opportunity to potentially purchase a ticket. But before you spend your hard-earned money to hear Jay-Z, just remember that Jay-Z said this.
You know, my addiction, not for sure. You know, I'm starting to know, so I get possessed by the spirits. I get possessed by the spirits.
And then you listen to his music. So what do you think you get possessed by? And whether you like it or not, the truth is the truth.
Do you know how much each member of the Seminole tribe gets every single month? $7,000 per month. Every man, woman, and child. And that is not a government handout. That is from the tribe. The tribe in Florida is worth $12 billion. They bring in $1 billion a year. They spend money on education, on culture, on development, on diversification of initiatives, of entrepreneurial initiatives. And it's not just casinos. It's not just tobacco. It is hundreds of years of entrepreneurship. It is cattle farming. They have one of the biggest cattle operations in Florida and in fact one of the biggest in the United States. Using techniques that they learned over hundreds of years, handing those down to their members, domesticating cattle that had gone completely feral, that had been dropped off in the 1500s by the Spaniards. And they found a way to
There we go, got it.
to domesticate the Spanish ponies that had been left behind, to use the ponies to round up the cattle so that they could create their own cattle business.
You guys like seeing me struggle.
They don't outsource that stuff. I mean, after these cattle
I'm not a professional at any of those. I just know how to make jewelry.
From the 1800s, when they started trading with Baltimore, to suing the federal government to get at least some compensation for the land that was stolen from them, which it took them 40 years to do it, but they finally got their money, and then they managed the shit out of that money. They were awarded $12 million.
Aliens, right? Those are aliens. Pushing the space. This is scary.
And I have owned and operated a daycare center and taught 4-year-old preschool for
4 years old.
And I had a lady ask me today if I had seen a difference in kids today and the kids 10, 15 years ago. Oh, yes, ma'am, I have. I'm going to tell you, 10, 15 years ago, we were sending kids to school reading. Kindergartners were going in reading. They knew their sight words. They knew a quarter, dime, and nickel, a penny, and knew the difference in the amount of it. Okay? They could hold scissors. They could hold pencils. They could color inside the lines. They knew how to write their names correctly with uppercase and all lowercase. They could recognize their names. They recognized letters, uppercase, lowercase, and numbers. Today's kids, they can't hold scissors. They can't cut and rip paper. They have no clue and no consistency with any tool. They can't focus. But I know one thing they do know. They know how to operate a phone. They know how to turn an iPad on. They know how to put a password in. And they play games on the iPad. But they don't recognize their own name.
Yeah, what are you doing? See, you sell the copper?
Okay? How much for a piece like that do you think?
It's funny, you get like $4.
Oh, that's a lot of stripping.
Yeah.
You're doing that, huh?
I agree. I agree.
Hey, my man. How you holding up, pal? You doing all right, bro? Yeah? Where you from? Poconos. Welcome to your country.
I've been up here for the last 15 years.
Yeah? If you need any help, you know where Rock Nursery is? Down the street? Yeah, we're there for you, pal. Okay? We're there for you, man. All right? You're a young, healthy, good-looking young man.
What's up? Been out there 15
No,
years.
you are. You still have, there's hope. Just have to accept it. You want to get help? No?
I've seen a lot of work. I've been to Karachi, Pakistan. That's a pretty hard-hitting city.
I'm excited once we get caught up in bills. We are gonna get a laptop soon.
A roughness like this.
And finally start
It's a different.
putting jewelry on the internet. So.
Does he want to go to the hospital? You don't want to go to the hospital? Yeah, his intestines hanging out. His intestines are hanging out.
Oh, man. He doesn't want help.
You don't want to help. But his intestines are hanging out.
So these EMS warriors must be so burnt out, huh? Doing this every day.
Every day. And this is nothing for them. See, now this is America. We're in the United States of America.
Yeah, we're in the United States, but they didn't want help. Right? I'm gonna say this without being rude, but they don't want help. They just want, I'm guessing, to get high. Got bills. They don't want money. They just go sit in front of the gas station, get some food, somebody will bring them a hot dog and a bag of chips and a Coke. Right? For lunch every day for free. Like, it's until they're tired of being tired. Right? Because nobody wants to live like that, but it's, you know, we hear people say, I do it because if not, I'm going to be sick, so I have to. Look at this, y'all.
So,
This is terrible. This is what's wrong
my
with all these
subscribers,
vaccines.
for the guys,
If your kids
if there are
got
any
this,
females out there, that would be awesome if they're females, because I'm a female. But to the guys that are out there that I know that are subscribed, tell me some interesting things about Canada in the comments. Give me a like. Make sure you're subscribing. From the United States. Give me some random facts about the state that you live in. I'm from Iowa.
So you know there's a big gap.
It's very humid. We're having lots of storms every day now.
There's some people that are on the streets with their intestines hanging out.
Corn and
And then
pigs.
you have a
That's
road dog
what
that's
I was
Wilson
known
Deer
for.
on the same street. Like,
Sometimes
what are you
dairy.
doing here, people? What are you doing?
LeBron was wrong. He was clear. I know today the NBA player goes through four since 2004. My question was this: we don't know what the 90s and the 80s players are doing because there was only one test, October 1st. That means October 2nd, if you want it in check until you have a whole year.
Move your tail. You're on the camera.
They play all 82 games with no medical staff, no ankle injuries. These motherfuckers didn't catch flus. All of them were bald headed by the age of 25. That these wasn't the most bald-headed 25-year-olds that we ever seen.
Why? There's so many smart influencers who give advice.
You need an LLC.
A C-Corp.
Legals and Push should find the best way to start your business. Really? For legal hands on your business, visit LegalZoom. With 99.9% of germs and leaves a scent you'll love.
Need a tiny bit more.
To hydrate or caffeinate, why not both? New Sonic Refreshers blend real fruit with
This might be
energizing
enough.
green tea. Try it sparkling or still in
Three.
3 delicious flavors for just $2.99 each. New Sonic Refreshers.
Couple more of these.
Within the last 10 months, 5 American scientists have gone missing. All of them have ties to UFO programs. Out of those missing people, one was a retired Major General, Neil McCaslin. Castellano was responsible for managing the Air Force's $2.2 billion science and technology program at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base. That base is notoriously known for storing the UFO that crashed in Roswell. Something in the realm, he grabbed his hat. This is what the wife said. He grabbed his hat, he grabbed his .38 pistol, and he walked outside with no phone and never returned.
I'm gonna add
The
some
wife
leaves
says
to this.
no foul play. This lady,
Whatever.
Monica,
Have all these little tiny kids that have like.
aerospace materials engineer.
I'm just trying to use them up.
Inventor of Mondaloid, the exotic alloy engineered for
Blues and purple.
nozzles and hypersonic skins. She worked directly under the Castellan's funding umbrella at the AFRL Space Vehicles Directorate. She managed June
The
27,
Beast
2025,
Cooper came with one of my
U.S. National Force with a colleague
B2
30 feet
kids.
behind her partner 1 second on the next. No scream, no struggle, no body. When they were describing this to the police, they said they were walking the trail and they thought Monica was trailing along. And they said about 30 seconds passed since the last time they looked at her. When they looked back, she was looking up. Now, what does this sound like? This sound like an extraction, rather than making these people just freak out and run to specific locations and then extract them from there. Dr. Nuno Guerrero, a plasma physicist, freshly installed director of MIT's Plasma Science and Fusion Center, he was shot at his Brooklyn, Massachusetts home. This was by a former classmate. Dr. Nuno was on the cusp of breakthroughs in high-energy density plasma that could crack practical fusion, the kind that ends oil dependency overnight. Dr. Carl
When I go to sell these on the internet, it's gonna be colors that are in similar, and because I don't like to make. I have some jewelry that I have that are matching, but I like to make it individual. Piece look different. Sorry.
The next person is Dr. Jason Thomas.
I took my anxiety pills. It makes me sleepy.
He disappeared December 12, 2025. Remains fished out of Lake Conehaut in Wakefield, Massachusetts. The Vargas holds Fat DOD and HHS contracts. Official line is that there's no foul play. So I guess that the your body parts being in a lake is not foul play. That is accidental.
What are the chances of that? All within what? Let's say 4 months, December to March. These 4 big-time UFO scientists up and disappear or up and end up in a lake. What are the chances of that? More from this story coming up later on in the video. Stay tuned.
So this is Cuba.
Might be cool or may not be cool. I don't know. We're gonna find out.
Electricity.
We're gonna mix some bees.
Because there's no oil, no energy.
Well, you know that Hilton 5-star is still lit up.
Except backup power.
Oh, you know that.
Yeah, pinks, purples, and now we got blues and teals.
This video is demonic because it showcases the skins being removed and revealing an alien. And what's very interesting is right before the alien is revealed, there is a lyric that says, "Wake up to the new me." Shortly before, the alien is revealed underneath the Kanye suit. Now, is this
I need a drink.
truth in plain
Got lemonade.
sight? Is there something more going on here? Because it also had the Michael Jackson impersonator in this music video. So is there somebody else impersonating Kanye? Something else very interesting is he showcases a black horse. You know, the 4 horsemen and the black horse, what it represents. So again, this is
I think my
true
fan like
in
vibrates
sight
to where
yet
it
again.
moves.
And this music video
Yes.
is very
It keeps
demonic
moving
in my
away.
honest opinion, because he is pushing the alien stuff just like everybody else. Again, this video is for entertainment purposes only.
Okay.
I'm just
So we're gonna.
pointing out
Might look really cool.
certain things.
Kind of reminds me of the
this music
blues and the
video.
pinks from the 80s.
What do you think?
That
And
reminds me of.
you said that you know more than you should about these stories. Recently, I had Wax 100 on my show.
Can you see that?
And he said something that I've heard before
Ah,
from Mob James
my strength.
and
Poor I get beads all over the couch.
Greg Cady, who was the investigator that investigated Biggie's and Tupac's murder. Black 100 once again said that Poochie was the one who killed Biggie. Poochie was a blood affiliate of Chanel.
It looks shiny, it's because I'm sweating.
Now, the person who paid him or something is a little bit fuzzy, but I keep it, Poochie's dead now, right? He got killed.
Ring light on me.
The shooter, was paid.
Alright.
Right, he's dead, right? And it was the guy who killed, who shot Biggie. He didn't say you know who that is. Everybody knows that. Right? So, is he still alive? No, he's dead. So can you say what is it? No, Poochie. Poochie's a West Coast guy. Yeah, but the Suge guy. No, I can't say Suge guy. But he was affiliated with Suge. So we all affiliated with that case.
So here's the cash.
I will be right back. We have a cat that wants to come back inside. Be right back. Be right back. I'm not shutting it off or it will stop the video. Hi Mia. We're gonna let Bossy in and move the fan over by me.
We'll probably do that. Don't do that. Right? They praise this guy, but at the end of the day, the person that paid him saw him as, you're dumb enough to do this for $10,000 or however much. And they were just going to off you. So you can't get rid of hotels, right? Why do you think they
Come on, buddy. Becky. Hold on here, bud. Can we stay out there for a little bit? I'm back. Cats are in. One cat went out. It got cold. It was super hot and humid earlier. It was because of the temperature change. We were having some tornadoes. It got cold. Alright. Let me... Alright. Okay. The balancing act. Alright. We got the needle. We got the thread. I can make a song out of anything. I'd say whatever's going on and like just start singing the popular, like the harmony and melody, kind of like the beat. I don't want to do them. I don't want to do copyright. So.
This guy was saying, be thankful to just have it happen. Be thankful to be able to choose from whole milk, 2%. Just those little things, going to the grocery store and having
I don't have any money for that.
This guy's over here, what do you think of Trump? Like that. Why does the powers that be have so many people stressed out about things that you have zero control over? You have zero control over ICE at the airports or ICE in your city. You got zero control of what Trump says or what he does to affect your paycheck or what he does to whatever, start a war. You have zero control over that. Right? This guy's saying be thankful that you have control being able to choose what milk, what apple, what kind of apple, Granny Smith, a Fiji, a Crisp, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, be thankful for that. But we worry and complain about things we have zero control over. If they want to start a war, we're going to start a war. If they want ICE to come in your front door and kick it down and take you out because you're not here legally, even if you are here illegally, they want to come in this house and take you out. They want to search but yet we complain and riot, kill, and waste so much energy on things we have zero control over. Zero. Zero control.
And I'm here at the grocery store. I come to get some stuff. America's not going to be able to survive like this. How are we going to survive? I got stuff to make burger and fries. Okay?
That's crazy.
I got enough meat to make 8 hamburgers, a pack of hamburger buns, a thing of charcoal, a bag of potatoes, and grease. Take a wild guess. $50 damn dollars. $50 to make homemade hamburgers and French fries? There's no way we're surviving. I make good money, and this is not sustainable. I can't spend $50, and I didn't even get nothing. Like, where? This right here was on sale for $3.99. So charcoal was only $3.99. I thought that was really expensive for it. Hamburger buns, potatoes, and grease.
That's actually really pretty.
$45.
Yeah, that's crazy.
We are so screwed.
Yeah, I was gonna get some steaks, right? I was like, you know, because the baby's coming on Thursday, also we moved it up. I'll get into that at the end of the video, but so I was like, I kind of want to stock up on some meat. That way, you know, I don't have to leave and go to the store to get things for, you know, a few days at least, right? I was gonna go get some steaks, some chicken, some pork chops, right? All the steaks. And Albertsons usually has cheaper steak. They always have a sale, like sirloins, I don't know, $2.99 a pack or something like that, right? I don't even deal with New York or ribeyes like that, right? I just get sirloins. They're crazy, you know, $15, $25 for, you know, 4 sirloins. Ridiculous, right? The roast, I was gonna get a roast, make some jerky. It was crazy. I ended up getting pork sirloin because they were cheap. And I got some chicken thighs, and I got home there some chicken breast, you know, to cook for the baby, you know, and I was like, this is crazy, and it just seems like they took
I'm
out
watching
both, like,
Segovia react. Right now they're talking about
you know, you get
the
about
prices
4 or
of
5
groceries
sirloins
right
for
now.
like 10, 12 bucks.
It's so
They went up to
horrible.
$20, $30.
The other day I bought a box of cat food,
Damn, how are people doing this? Like,
cat litter,
it's ridiculous. Even
a
the
thing of
chicken
almond
thighs, I
milk.
got chicken thighs and pork, y'all, and even that was kind of expensive, but it wasn't too bad. But, man, it's just,
Cat food,
it's
cat litter,
ridiculous.
milk,
So it's ridiculous.
and a bag of
You gotta
cereal
put
is
from,
$60.
you know, our president coming up later, just talking about a statue he wants. He cut the guy off and
Crazy.
said, I don't care about that.
Crazy, crazy.
This is what he thinks of us, y'all. Look at this. 14. Where are you at?
Watch this.
Because I keep getting sick to my stomach every time I do. So that's stressing me out. I literally need to stop buying stuff at the team.
Here's to supper topping in
I need
Wisconsin.
to stop.
To ordering dessert first, just this one time. To share
Anybody else out there addicted to shopping? It's like scrolling and shopping, when you find a couple things that you actually do need. It's cheaper on Temu.
24/7, so you never have to compromise on quality or price. We're getting you a better deal because we believe that everyone deserves the good stuff.
I used to hit up Five Below, Rochester Road, and then there's another one over there. Oh, Joanne's is like fabric, the craft and fabric place. I was like, I spend so much money at those places, but now, since I just stepped down because of my health issues, I am a regular employee at Walmart now.
they can make vertical leaps of about 15 feet and horizontal jumps reaching up to 30 feet. With abilities like that, they're capable of climbing almost anywhere to catch you. If
I
you
need
get chased by a
to
tiger and
realize
your reflexes to climb a tree to escape, you've already lost.
that I need to figure out how to set up this internet site so I can start selling my jewelry and everything else that I have that I need to just get rid of.
There's no air, there's no atmosphere, but there's the surface that heats up, the sun heats up the surface, and generally the average when we land was about 85 degrees Fahrenheit. When we left, it was 250.
Wow, that's quite the difference.
Yeah, and if you stay all day, the temperature gets up to around 354.
Would your suits have been able to handle that?
No, they were limited at 250.
They said ham is more carcinogenic than cigarettes.
I have seen it in the plant. I won't say which company, but it's been disgusting, and I have some hilarious stories. One time, we were working on 12-hour shifts, we installed this new spiral conveyor. The company that made it was from Italy, so we had these two Italian technicians that barely spoke English trying to communicate with us. While whoever took the measurements was off by 17 inches, and we have to get this working right now. So they had to make a slide in a gap.
I'm not done, I'm just gonna
come back the next morning. There was
try to get all these
right, remember that?
pieces
You look at that.
of elastic.
You try to zoom out and go, all right, tragic death on his face. We see the furry boyfriend. We think, okay. Then we zoom out and go, wait, the wife's weird. Something up with the wife. The organization's weird. Something's up with them. 3 weeks after the guy's dead, she's
And then
having
we're gonna
sparklers. They do circus LA.
go in.
Something's weird. Then we find out, like, the wife it's beyond weird. It's creepy. And there's a very good chance that this woman was his Hampton. That he was this powerful young guy who raised a lot of money for a lot of people and took a lot of money from a lot of people, and money's never free. So you think about it, you say you have this, how do you direct a guy like that who's incredibly,
I don't want to say handler. We're going to interrupt a little bit right here. I don't want to say that she was his handler. I just think because he was a virgin and all that, right? When he met her, he got with the the first one. Think about your first one. All my guys out there, my first one drove me freaking crazy. I ended up marrying her and lost her, right? That was the first one. That was my first. That was the first, right? And she was pretty, right? Like imagine your first guy, your first thing, and he was like, let's just say 23, right? Not like 17, 18. He was kind of getting to be a grown.
Are you making
young
biscuits
adult,
back there?
and got that for the
Well,
first time.
kittens
She was
making
like,
biscuits.
like,
Yeah,
what
but
she was doing. She's a
oh,
smart,
it's pretty.
female.
Pretty.
That knows what she's doing. She looked at it. She's been around the block. She's been in music videos. She's been on acting. She's been around the block.
Pretty good for her.
Right? She's
Long hair.
and she knows how to play these games and get somebody.
It's like a
that
domestic
knows
long haired cat.
Don't know. Right?
I don't know how to call it.
That's what I mean.
Kind of looks Maine Coon too.
largest young voter, registration organization.
I don't want to stab you. Very pointy at this end. I don't want to stab her. She's annoying. This is not what I did.
Domestic and foreign policy. So you have a handle.
Because they like to rub on things that are in my hand.
I'm sure she loved him. Why wouldn't a handler love her husband? Because even though she was his massage handler, probably had a kid. No marriage is perfect. No, not one. No marriage is perfect. Truly, no marriage is perfect. There's no marriage that is perfect. She may have been his handler, and they came to her one day and said, "He found out you're his handler." Or she might have told them. She might have said, "Listen, we got problems. This guy." And I'm not the only one saying this. Look, I'm saying we're breaking news here. We're breaking ground. We're reviewing. We're analyzing. We're like behind the eight ball. This woman may have said, called someone up and said, "We got bad news here. This guy found a little longer money, and now he knows I'm his handler, and he thinks that invalidates the marriage because I got his handler." And they're like, "Can we do anything about it? Is it anything to do here?" And she goes, "I don't know." And then they go, "We might have to, And she cried, and she was sad. Well, I'm not saying any of that happened. I'm saying that's more reasonable than what we're being told. That's all. That's more reasonable than what we're being told. That's all. In my book, something was deeply off there.
How's this for a popper?
She's like, ooh, you got me good. Yeah. Alright.
If we do, please.
I'm gonna put these over here because I can't get any more out of this. I think I get enough to make another bracelet. I'm gonna make another bracelet. Oh, pretty. Alright, there we go.
The walls are about 200 feet high. They full depth of the pothole about 440 feet. With a width of about 660 feet, this has to be one of the supreme examples of vertical cavitation operation.
As well as luxury to fly. You have to be a millionaire, basically, to want to fly for vacation. That's a lot of people are.
Now I made a knot.
Is that anybody can fly? But again, it's not that just in the past, basically, 30, 40 years. Of course, it's Al-Qaeda, where Al-Qaeda will get people come to the world.
So I decided I'm not going to do any more of the Asian bracelets on here because I never got any views. I'll just do those on my own. And then you guys seem to like the cooking and the decorating videos. I will try to do more when those holidays come up.
For, you know, the delivery and all that, but we changed the delivery date, so they had to switch their flight, and just that, I think it was going to be an extra $600
I'm gonna have to dig out my
to move it a week
decorations
forward.
because
I don't know why it's so expensive.
I was
to
bad
fly
and
from
I
Phoenix
was
to El Paso, but it is so expensive. Phoenix to Vegas is cheap.
holiday
Phoenix to
shopping
El
with my
Paso, you know,
Easter
it's a lot,
stuff.
so they travel.
I wanted to be like all the other influencers
They're
and
making
try
it
to go to the dollar store, see what I
insanely
could find. And
impossible to fly.
that's a tail in there. That's her tail. Well, you can get it.
Robots. The Vallejo refinery in Fort Arthur, Texas, just had a huge explosion. There's no other views yet. You don't know exactly what's happening. There's a 1 million
That's nauseating,
acre
sorry.
fire in Nebraska. The fire the size of Rhode
Let's
Island.
fix it.
Nobody's really talking about it.
Here, I'm gonna fix mine. We're gonna move this.
In Hawaii, no, the scenario of Hawaii, water is down to at least 40% of the rain from septic.
Okay. Can you guys see me? My cat was laying on my stuff. Alright. Let's try this way.
In America, 335,000 barrels per day capacity. Emergency crews responding, no injuries reported. We still don't know the cause.
Age Russ on the outfit, Miss Turner.
Not today's for pants. Sunday's for jeans that fit.
No problem, please.
Hello, you.
Okay, there we go.
Size, style, and
Let's
budget,
do that.
and your style sends personalized looks right to your door. This fix. Get started today. I can't afford therapy.
Hopefully you guys can hear me. I'm struggling. Trying to figure all this out. I'm doing my best. Keeping a positive attitude.
Right now, we have the world's largest nitrate removal system on our water supply. The nitrogen that's ending up in fertilizer in our streams and rivers is getting to our major population center, and often it can't keep up, meaning they have to put notices in that you can't water your lawn because you're stressing the system too much because we can't filter these chemicals out fast enough.
What is the state of Christ's population?
It's very sparsely populated. Not even that many people using water. They're the biggest one in the world, and they can't keep up. That's how many animals are getting out there. What's happened to cause this is that over the past 20 years, we've started what's called pattern time. We are putting these corrugated tubes all over the fields, so it's draining water. When you have a really wet season, the water increases, and you have
Don't want to break my
this
part of the. There's like really teeny tiny wires that hold this, and they will break easy. So I'm just trying to be gentle with it.
A pilot just used Google Earth to find what looks to be exactly like Amelia Earhart's missing plane, and this just happened 88 years after she vanished. So obviously, way back in 1937, Amelia Earhart was trying to become the first woman to fly
Hi.
around the world.
As much as you know the Atlantic Ocean now,
mysteriously been one of the biggest unsolved mysteries in history. Then, a
Sorry.
pilot named Justin Myers just watched a
Getting this
documentary
stuck on
about
our
her final
stuff.
flight, and the next day he opened Google Earth. Dude, he wasn't even looking for a plane. He was putting himself in her shoes, asking where he would try to land if he was lost and low on fuel. And whenever he zoomed in to an uninhabited island called something I can't pronounce, he saw a dark, perfectly straight object sitting on the reef. He measured it, 39 feet, the exact length of her plane. They're saying that he kept looking and he found what appeared to be an exposed engine and a half-buried wheel, all exactly matching the dimensions of her Lockheed Electra. A research team right now is officially planning an expedition to the island this year to go investigate.
The Research Foundation and Purdue University will travel to the South Pacific next month in the hopes of determining if that visual anomaly is in fact Amelia Earhart Strange.
88 years straight, and a guy on Google Earth might have just said,
I was gonna say, like, 88 years, and some guy just messing around one night on Google Earth finds it. It's either they didn't want to find it or they know about it. Like, are they that dumb? Are they that dumb that they don't even try it out? Oh, y'all know what's going on there. Regular people we're starting to expose everything, right? Expose the nonsense. And it's so simple on Google Earth.
Ever wonder why there were so many wars in world history? This is why. Look how many small countries there are.
6 people connected to the same U.S. Defense Research Network are dead or have gone missing in the past year alone. And you expect me to believe that that's a coincidence? For example, in Mason notes here, Monica Jacinto Grayson, right? Aerospace engineer, co-inventor of Lockheed, the alloy behind American replacement for Russian Lockheed, running through AFRL program, working with NASA JPL. June 22nd, 2035, when hiking Los Angeles National Forest, later her companion disappears, no body is found. 4 days later, Melissa Castle, Los Alamos National Laboratory employee and Department of
These are all bracelets for me today, guys. Alright, you guys, I hope everybody has an awesome night. Please remember to hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Give me some weird facts about where you're from. Some fun facts. Like I said, I'm from Iowa. Corn and pigs. Humidity, Mississippi River. Go Hawkeyes. Alright, you guys, have a good night. Thank you.